Her Excellency Governor of Gujarat, Srimati Kamala ji, Honorable Minister Kirit Singh ji, Member Planning Commission Sadamate ji, and all the dignitaries on the dais and brothers and sisters. Namaskar. This is the final day of this 3 days conference, an intellectual exercise that we were on since 11th March in the beginning. These 3 days, I think, has passed so fast, and when we were planning this conference, we were thinking that we would do so many things in the conference. At the end, I feel that there are still so many things which we could not do. But still, whatever we have achieved, whatever we have done, I am very happy to give a small account of it. We started in the inauguration function with a very veteran Gandhian, Narayan Bhai Desai, and his 3 advisors, which has always ruled this conference and all the deliberations. He said in the inauguration that we are here not just to discuss the phenomena of global warming. For us it's a symptom, and we want to find out the reason for which it has arisen, and not only we want to find out, but we want to cure, we want to remove, we want to reduce the causes of global warming. He also said that when we are working for this, we should remember that it's not only information and knowledge which will help us, but what we need more than information and knowledge, though they are very important and they are the source of wisdom, but what we want is wisdom. And third thing that he said, that during these deliberations, these are not only the questions of science or meteorology or climatic figures. It is basically a problem of human life, human civilization, and mankind has never confronted with such a big question which it is confronted with by the global warming. So with this we started. The conference has got very good response, and we had more than 300, approximately 400 participants in the conference for all these 3 days. They are coming from some countries of the world and all the parts of the country. I am very happy to state that there is not a single state which is not getting represented here in the conference. From all the 28 states, we have somebody to talk about. So it has been a very good profile of participants. We had engineers, we have teachers, we have activists, we have NGO representatives, we have those who are working at the grassroots level, and we have also those who are making policies. So that way, this made a very comprehensive group. Basically, the theme which we have coined out was global warming, agriculture, sustainable development, and public leadership. Madam, we have gone for this theme with 3 perspectives in our mind. Number 1 is that we wanted to draw the attention towards the agriculture and the contribution that it can make to meet the challenges that has come up due to this global warming or climatic changes. But to do this, we know that just talking won't help. Agriculture has to be related and linked with the sustainable development. It should be a part of the overall development paradigm. Until and unless we make it a part of the sustainable development theorem or ideology, it won't be possible to place the agriculture so as to meet these challenges. And so we put sustainable development, and finally we thought that the leadership for this won't be coming from the countries, won't be coming from the leaders, so-called leaders or political leaders or social leaders, but it has to come from community, it has to come from the public. The leaders has to be evolved from every segment of the society, from every group of the society. And keeping this understanding in mind, we divided this main theme into 5 sub-themes, and we tried to examine all the 5 sub-themes. The first sub-theme was how agriculture can affect the climatic changes, whether it has the capacity to absorb as much carbon as the industry and the human actions are producing, or it will fall short of it. That was the first question that we have tried to answer. Second is that how climatic changes will affect agriculture, and in turn the agriculture affected by climatic change would be empowered enough, would have enough capacity to meet with these challenges. That was the second theme. The third theme was the application of knowledge and community education. As I told you earlier, that we believe that the leadership will come from the community, and therefore the education has a very big role to play in this. And we wanted to explore the way in which education can be used for this purpose, and that is why the third subject was kept, was the application of knowledge, where we talked about the creation of knowledge, identification of knowledge gaps, and the type of knowledge that is available at present, and have tried to review and revisit the role of formal education and non-formal education and how we can reach to the community. That was our basic purpose. The fourth issue that we have taken up was about the public policy and public leadership, that how entrepreneurial abilities can be enhanced, how educational leadership can be developed, how the leadership which can involve the total community can be developed, is discussed and thought in the fourth group. And fifth group was about the agriculture technologies and agriculture inputs, that how technologies are changing and how they are leading agriculture, and what would be the future of agriculture with these technologies and this input management. So these are the 5 sub-themes which we have discussed in these 3 days, and with a panel of very good experts from agriculture universities, scientists from the ISRO, the persons working at the philosophical level, ideological level. We had very good discussions. There had been more than 100 papers which we received from different researchers, and we were also very happy and surprised to see that at the very low level, at the school level teachers also, they have started thinking in this. We had one paper looking at how the 5-year-old child look at the global warming. That was a small effort, but something to make it in the words and black and white is being attempted. Similarly, we had many papers on landscaping, hydroponics, different agricultural technologies, and how they can save the resources and how they can make agriculture more environment friendly. We had papers on theories of sustainable development. We had presentation on basic economic values. We had presentation on cost of global warming and how it is affecting human civilization. We have so many questions and challenges and answers during this conference, and it is very difficult to say everything in this short presentation. But on the whole, this has been a very open platform, very informative platform, and we have tried to consolidate whatever is available at different levels in the community with respect to this subject. I think this has been good exercise for all of us organizations. It has been started with the Kirit Bhai's initiative. He came one day and he said me that why should we not organize this conference? And immediately that was accepted by our organization, and then Manthan joined, and very happily Gujarat Vidyapeeth and Forest Department of Gujarat government, both of them joined with us, and that made a very good conglomeration. And then so many sponsorship whose name have already been taken, so I am not repeating them, but we really express our very grateful thanks to all of you who have contributed not only to this conference but taking this issue along to not only this generation but the coming generations. Thank you all.